put out some news today about Cheyenne. Obviously missing the rest of the season. Really unfortunate for CP. Just being a big part of what we do. But we're in a situation right now where we're fighting for our playoff lives. So trying to just focus on that one game at a time and making sure that we prepare ourselves in a way that, down the stretch we can make a playoff push. So yeah.
Coach, I want to ask you what you love about this team.
I love coaching this team. I really do. In general, I love the teaching aspect of coaching. The ability to teach something and our athletes be able to get it. Just and then giving back to the game. You know what I mean? The game has given me so much over this year. So anything that I learned from such amazing players, like I've played with some of the best players, Hall of Famer players, and so all the little things that I was able to learn from them, I love being able to give that back. But the bounce back of this team, the resiliency of this team, how hard they go out and play every single night, those are just some things that I really love. And then this team is just fun. Like they're fun to be around. They have a good time. We don't hold any punches. We can laugh at those things and really um enjoy each other's company. So I really love being around this group. Just a fun group to be around for sure.
Biggest lesson the team has taught you this season?
The biggest lesson that this team has taught me, um, that I guess the biggest lesson is that just as much as I preach bounce back to them, that I also have to have bounce back mentality. There's always a mirror, there's always a reflection that you have to look at, and the things that I'm teaching them, they're teaching it right back. They're teaching it right back to me. So I would say definitely a bounce back mentality.
Coach, what did that bounce back mentality look like for you?
I think focusing on the next thing at task. Um, I can't dwell on things that didn't go right or things I can try to change those things, right? Come back better and try to change those. The same thing that I asked of them. We're not going to dwell on it. We got to move on to the next play. So I also have to move on to the next play at times. And so this team has a way of really, showing that mirror to you. But again, great group. Love being with them, and love the lessons that I'm able to pick up from them as well.
Also, you guys a couple times. Dallas,
Yeah.
we've seen from the first two games you played, we got split.
Yeah. Dallas obviously is an offensive juggernaut. They like to put up a lot of points. Their size always poses a problem for us. So I think those are all things, and just obviously they look a little bit different having Satu back, and the caliber player that she is. But I think that they pose all those problems. So we have to be great at being able to keep them in front of us, make things tough for them. I think we have to be disruptive. That's the one thing watching them as of late. I think we can't let them come down and just move the ball, run where they want to run, set screens how they want to set screens, different things like that. We have to do a great job of being disruptive on the defensive end. And I think on the offensive end, we have to execute really well. We have to set screens, use screens, read screens at a high level tonight. And I think also, getting out and pushing pace is going to be really important for us.
How big are these games down the stretch? Of course, this game in particular,
Yeah.
Dallas is kind of around that spot trying to get
Right.
the. How big are these games?
Yeah, this game in particular is the biggest game. The game that's right in front of you when you're in a playoff push, when you're fighting for your lives and you're trying to get into the playoffs. The one that's literally right in front of you is the most important. So this one for us is the biggest. We have to come out with an energy and an attitude that we're gonna leave it all on the court. We're gonna play as hard as we can, not just play hard, but have a high level of execution on both ends of the floor. And if you do that, I think that always gives us a chance.
Coach, you just had a really long road trip. How's this team different after the road trip?
I think that they understand. I think they understand the position, the position that we're in. You know what I mean? I think the closer it gets to, winding down to the season, the more urgency you have to have in terms of what you're doing out there and not have it wasted possessions. And so I think that this team understands that a little bit better now.
Is there more time to bond when you're on the road like that?
I think so. When you're at home, you're in the comforts of your home, but when you're on the road, there's just a different focus.
All these games are so big. What do you tell your players? What's your message? Obviously you have to win every game, but Is there any sort of emphasis on, do or die sort of thing?
Yeah, like I just said, every game is important. This game right here in front of us is the most important game, and so that's the focus. That's the message. Go out today on the court, have a high level of execution on both ends of the basketball, and play as hard as you can.
Fortunate news, obviously, with CPT going down, but what have you seen out of Lorela Cuba, who stepped in? Seems like she's come off the bench and bring,
I,
energy, hustle.
yeah, I think all of our bench players have done a really good job of really stepping in at times and giving us solid play. So we have to continue to do that. We're going to need everybody as we move forward. Good.
Your time, bro.
Cool, cool, cool.
Thank you.
Cool, cool, cool. No problem. No
What's
problem.
that?